Crafters, how are you doing? I hope you all are fine. I'm perfectly fine. I have so much going on, so much exciting things to come. And before I start showing you the brand new dice that I designed for Kscraft, I want to say to all the people who ordered the enamel pins in my Etsy shop, first of all, of course, a big thank you. And second, they are on their way. So I hope within 7 to 10 days I have them here. So they are on their way, and at the end of this video I'll show you something exciting. But that's at the end of this video. The first new die that I designed for the Kscraft Lover store is this one. It's a Santa Claus mini album, and I think it's so much fun. What I did is I added an outer edge, but also an inner edge, so you can see there are 3 dies in here, so you can make your pages very sturdy. And these are his eyes and his mouth, so if you want to put the eyes and the mouth in it, it's possible. I also put in some decorations, and I think this is such a cute Santa to make a mini album from. For the people who want to know, this is about 14 centimeters, and in inches that's, well, about 5.5 inches. Most of the times when I design a mini album, just keep it in mind, I make it between 5 and 5.5 inches. That's the size I normally take for a mini album, and the reason why is because if you have a 6x6 paper pad, you will be able, why does this do not want to go back? You will be able to cut it out of a 6x6 paper pad, and that's why I always keep it between 5 and 5.5 inches. I will never make them bigger as 6 inches, just so you know. And then I have this cute set. This is an add-on set for the truck I made. I don't have the truck die here. It's because I lent it to a friend of mine. But I wanted to show you what I have put inside the set. A Christmas tree and a present, a candy cane, a mini, a gingerbread, 4 license plates, so with Santa, Mary, Jolly and Jesus. And I thought the Jesus one was, yeah, so cool. I thought of it while I was designing what license plates must I do. And as you know, there is also a back layer for the license plate, so you could do the tiny inserts that are in the R and the A or the O at the back, or place it on here. You know what I mean. Sometimes my English is so horrible. And then I designed this bow set. It was a bow set I wanted to design for a long time. I will take out the smaller one, but it comes in 3 sizes. This is the smaller size, and it will have those droopy layers, so it can look like it's covered with icing or with chocolate or cranberry sauce or whatever your mind can think of. There are also layers for on the bow tails. I didn't forget them. And so this set is available in 3 sizes, and all sizes are in the shop, so if you want a particular size or if you want all 3, you can order them. And then I made a new, how do I call these? Well, these are tags, I know, don't worry, but I don't know if you remember, but I think 2 or 3 years ago I designed a big swap bag for the Kscraft store, and people asked me if I could do an extra set. And there were a few people who asked me to do a loopy tag set, so I thought, let me do best of both worlds. So this set is usable with the back set, the swap bag. People who follow me for years will know what I mean. I will, when I put the links in the description box, I will put the one that I mean below this one. So then I will call this tag set, and the add-on set, that's the base set officially, but I will call it the add-on set, so you know what I mean. And then, and I have to take this one out of the packaging, I try to keep all parts together, but a few months ago I designed a very small, tiny Insta camera, and it was so popular that you all were asking me if I could make it bigger so you could make it into a mini album. And the benefit of this one is those Insta films that come out of the original will fit inside this camera. I try and I do my best to think of everything, but if you don't have an Insta camera but you want to put pictures in, I added this one, and in 2 sizes. This is the label that goes on top so people know to pull it up. But I also see that people are making this into a box, and that's also possible. So you can make it in a mini album. That's how I designed it. But you can also make it into a box and make it like you store your pictures that way. Or make it into a kind of a memory dex box. I see that happen too. So yeah, I love the ways that you all are so creative with the dice that I design. Then a few months ago I was playing around with what I wanted to design, and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what should I make. And then I came up with this idea, and when you open it, I don't know if I have it upside down right now. Yes, I have it upside down right now. But if you open it, it will open the pages. So this was my dummy. And sometimes I cut things out to see if they move perfectly. But it can open and close. It lays flat. And I showed this in a short video to Kscraft, and they asked me, Nicole, I love the idea, but could you please make it so it can hold a gift card? So that's what I did. This one can hold the gift card, but it will drop out. So that's why I made this extra piece that you can flip up. So when you open it, it will open as a gift card holder. I think it's so fun, a new way to gift somebody a gift card holder. So it works like this. This is my old dummy, and this is the extra piece that I attached, so you could make it into a gift card holder. And I always like to show you how I came up with the ideas, and I think it makes sense when you see the dice, what it is and how it functions. Then Kscraft asked me to make some, I believe you call them ruffles, but I'm not sure about the word. But I made 2 strips. These 2 strips fit on top of each other, but you could use them individually. So, just so you know, I made a very slim one and a slightly wider one. And if you fold them on all the fold lines, it looks very like a ruffled back layer. And Kscraft made a few samples with these, so if you want to see what they make and how cute it looks, check out the link that I put in the description box. And then last but not least, sometimes I'm designing and I'm only human too, and I make a mistake. But this time the mistake was super easy to solve, because what is the mistake? There is nothing wrong with this part of the die. So this part and this part, nothing is wrong. The only thing I did wrong is I made this double the width. And it needed to be half the width, because else your box will not close on the bottom. And it's just a calculation mistake from my end. And Hannah discovered it while she was putting the box together, And I was like, oh, okay, I think we all can take a pair of scissors and cut it off in the middle. That's all you need to do. That's all there is. That's the mistake. So this part is too long. Yeah, I hope you guys can forgive me for my mistake. Normally, I cut things like this out, put it together, but at the time that I was doing this, the next day I needed to go to the hospital for my operation, and I think my brain wasn't 100% with me and the fact that I was designing. So yeah, that's the mistake. So it's easy to solve. Just you have just to cut off a slight piece of paper. Only I think half a centimeter. Yeah, something like that. So, but you will see when you close it up, and this box will be able to hold one whole Hershey bar. And I made it into a tag so you can hang it on a present as an extra gift. So these are all the new dies that I designed for the Kscraft Lover store. I will add all the links in the description box below so you know where to find them. And so, as promised, as you know, I'm going to release 3 pins. They are on pre-order in my Etsy shop. And I will zoom out a little bit more so I can show you what I did. And I wanted to have my own pin banner, but I wasn't sure how to make it. I wanted to have it in multiple colors, and the problem with those things is that if I want to do something with multiple colors, I have to buy multiple pieces of flex material that you normally can iron on your shirt or a piece of cloth. And I wanted to iron it on a piece of cloth and then put that piece of cloth into an embroidery hoop. So I ordered the hoop, and I had something like, yeah, but how am I going to do the other part? Then I discovered, and I don't know if many people have heard about it, but there is something that's called DTF, direct to film prints. And I designed my own, yeah, it comes with a piece of foam to protect it, and I designed my own enamel pin DTF print. This print is something very fun. It comes in full color, and what I can do is I bought a piece of purely white cloth, very strong one, or a thicker one, cotton. And this is something I can iron onto that piece of cloth. I will do a video on it and show you how I iron it on. But if this works, I'm so happy, and I can make my own enamel pin banners. I've put on it Paper Crafts enamel pins, and then underneath designs by Nicole silhouette. So I first wanted to try this out, and if it works, I will do it like this because of the costs, and I calculated everything. I will sell this design, and with this design I will give you a link to the seller where I ordered mine. So you can order your own DTF print on Aliexpress, your own embroidery hoop, and that way save yourself a lot of money. Because if I have to order the hoops and the DTF prints and larger size envelopes, I need to at least ask 25 or 35 euros, that's about the same in dollars, for an enamel pin banner. And I think that's way too crazy. So if it works, I'm going to sell this DTF print design into my shop, and when you bought it, I will give you the link to the seller where I bought mine, so I know you can order it there. And you can order it with any other Aliexpress seller, that's no problem, but then you at least know that you will get the same one as I have, the exact same one. And this is of course for the people who bought my enamel pins. And I do this because I like to be thankful of, or I like to show, sorry, I like to show my appreciation, and that I think of keeping the costs down for all of you. So yeah, that's how I want to do this, and I hope you guys appreciate it. I wish you all a nice day. Thank you for watching, and I will show you how this DTF print will be ironed on my piece of cloth. I wish you all a nice day. Bye bye.